empowerment didn't happen when I was born, and it didn't happen when I was in school and college, or even maybe 15 years back. But getting into this network and getting and understanding the issues that are actually affecting us made me realize that I've been wasting my life all this while. And that's when a renewed approach towards women empowerment happened. And at every debate, every decision-making process, I could make out the issues that were actually affecting women. See, we are losing a great mind like you, and you might think you've done a great service to your children, but you've done a great disservice to the nation, because today, if you look at India, and I always quote this in most of my talks everywhere, today we are a nation of 1.3 billion population, yes, and we have a GDP of 2.2 trillion or 2.3 trillion. So does anyone in this room know where we stand in the global GDP rankings? It's around 7, I think, now, because we've slightly more moved ahead. But at the number 1 position is the US, and their GDP is close to 19 trillion US dollars. And what is their population? It's hardly about 330 million. So that's less than 1/3 of the Indian population. Now, the other sad fact here is that small population is contributing a fantastic GDP, and that's the reason why quality of life, infrastructure, blah, 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 is great in the US, and all of us try to migrate there. But in India, out of that 1.3 billion population, it is a very, very small percentage that is actually working to add to the GDP. The rest of them also require the GDP because you need infrastructure, you need roads, you need hospital, you need education, but you are not contributing 1 rupee in tax to be funding that. And then we crib. And then we crib that no, government is not taking care. It's no, where the potholes are going for a toss, the roads are going for a toss. Too many no trees. We were just sitting and discussing no trees. What are we doing? It is our responsibility. And out of that 1.3 population, the billion population, the population that is actually working is fairly, again, men. Women are being educated, but we are not contributing either to societal decision-making or to community decision-making or to political decision-making, or then you come to your own household. How many of you actually are on par with your husband or your spouse? We feel that, no, let all the financial decisions be taken place by him, let no investment decisions be taken care by him, and we also shirk our responsibility, I feel, at times, which again, leaves the playing field not level for us. And then we cannot blame them for taking all the decisions, because we don't rise to the occasion. So that is what we have to teach right from childhood. Your boy and your girl, you have to give that. That perspective is a must, because I think we fail to look at the bigger picture as how it is affecting us.
You said there's 2 points, right? One is the systemic change, and the other one is the mentoring, coaching, and so on. So we are trying to address both in Diversify, right? We do the mentoring, coaching, and everything, and training of the women. And also, because the main reason we are here is to bring women into boardrooms and C-suites, that is the systemic change. Because you can only change culture from the top. And that's why we are doing this, because we need to find a way to change the system. We need to find policies, D&I policies, mother leave policies, and other things that will work. And the only way to bring them into the companies is to actually have women at the top that are willing to work on this in the company. So this is why I think your point is very valuable, and it's also my experience and Pavitra's experience. I chose to quit the job and come to India for in-laws, elderly in-laws. She has a family. She came back from the US. We all have reasons, why we maybe stopped at some point in our career. But there's many reasons to get back, and we want to facilitate that coming back for any woman who really wants to do that in different ways. Some who have reached quite high, we want to bring them to the top, and others will be helped by the fact that there are women at the top.